Hi everybody, how are you doing today? It is, what's today? Wednesday, March 25th. It is 1 p.m. I just wanted to make a quick video. I tend to make community posts as part of my processing things and communicating with you. And they are kind of long. I'm sorry. Last night I realized, since I've been sick and I haven't really been getting better, that focusing on worrying about doing content and wanting to talk to you guys, having to understand and express everything in my journey, even just escaping into YouTube because I'm sick and I'm in bed and I can't really do much because of burnout. And I'm now looking at the possibility that I might have some kind of chronic health issue that I don't know about yet, that I may end up taking time off. So I wanted to pop in real quick, and I am going to keep it quick. I mean, I don't want it to be like I'm making a big deal about it. I'm fine. I'm safe. I have a roof over my head. I have people who care about me. I'm safe. And don't worry. But if it turns out that spending a lot of time on YouTube is just one of many things that is keeping me sick, because I get distracted and then I end up trying to edit content and it's not even really good because I'm not feeling well and I can't think straight when I should be resting, I might end up taking time off from YouTube for a little bit. I'm taking a leave of absence from my job. If I get distracted and start stressing myself out doing a bunch of content, that's not conducive for me to get better. It's not like anything serious, but I'm just kind of stuck in this suppressed immune system state, and I'm stuck in bed most of the time. I look normal. I look fine. I could shower and maybe go do an errand, and you wouldn't be able to tell necessarily. I mean, maybe you could. I mean, I just try to go in and go out. I don't even remember the last time I do errands. And the last few times I've gone to buy food, it's just like taken everything out of me. Usually, like even just having my counseling appointment, because there are things that are very important, because this is stressful, being sick. I'm excited to have someone to talk to. I've isolated myself quite a bit. It's different though, right? It's different than isolating yourself because of depression. I'm not in a depression right now. I'm just sick. And I seem to be really sensitive. Like, it doesn't take much. Like, put too much garlic in my food the other day, and then I ended up like on the floor in the bathroom. Like, what the heck is that about? I was okay. I didn't fall. I just felt like I was going to throw up, and then I got like really violently sick. I'm like, what the heck? So the good thing is I'm stable, I'm safe, I'm home, I have people around me. But I thought maybe it'd be the nice thing to do, or the right thing to do, to pop on and make a little video in case I do go MIA. So I want you guys to know, maybe nothing will change. Maybe this has just been taking me a long time. Maybe I'll get better next week. Maybe this is my new normal. I don't know. Maybe I have a chronic illness. I don't know. I did blood work on earlier this week, and I see my new primary care at the end of this week, and I'm going to talk to her more about it. I don't know what kind of tests we need to do. I don't know what else is going on. This is such a bummer. I mean, as it is, I already was only working 1 day a week as a cashier because I can't do more than that. But I'm thinking this might be more than burnout. And I'm a little overwhelmed and I'm tired. I'm fucking exhausted. I'm doing all the things. I'm trying to remember to eat. I'm eating, making sure I'm getting so my meals, but I'm eating a lot. I'm eating you're not supposed to make yourself eat, but I'm having 30 grams of protein, 60 grams of carbs, 20 grams of fat. I'm always doubling the fat. And I've only gained 5 pounds. Yeah. So I don't know what's happening. I believe my intuition. I have a friend on here, and if Genevieve, if you end up seeing this, I did mention Lyme disease to my new doctor. And she said that was something, she actually brought it up first. So they're going to look at that. So if you see this, I want you to know that I remembered. We're going to look at everything. It's not normal. I do have I know I mentioned it before, I do have 2 different health conditions that can suppress the immune system in some people. And this week I've been doing, I'll probably just make this a video and just post it as it is. I was just going to do the community post. I'm going to be honest, I have a problem. If you're sick in bed and you've been in bed, I can get up and do some things, but I've got this post exertion malaise thing going on. So I'm not pushing it. It's kind of a catch-22. If you rest too much, it's not good for you. You need to move your body. You need to get the lymphatics going. It's not good for healing. But if burnout has a part of it, and then you've got some health conditions that now you're beyond depleted, that your body needs to recover. And I'm realizing all of this food I'm taking in, this nutrition, I think it's going just to my body trying to suppress this health issue I have, and not towards healing, which makes sense. I want to have fun. Life is supposed to be about living. It's not supposed to be about being depressed. And as much as I want to track my journey, I don't know if this is even watchable. I mean, how can I help anyone if I can't help myself? So I don't know what's going to happen. I just wanted you guys to know that I'm not getting worse. I just thought it was a right thing to do. Because I am a part of this neurodivergent community, and I've been trying, and I just found myself in this situation. I was going to take you guys with me, but I'm in bed a lot of the time. It's depressing. So then sometimes I'll just be playing video games and be on YouTube watching videos when I am awake, just because this isn't living. And then I have some days that I almost feel normal, which is kind of interesting. Hi, girl. It's springtime. Yay! Hi, girl. She is not a snuggly girl. She does her own thing. So yeah, I'm reassessing. I'm realizing that my limitations aren't necessarily what they thought. I'm discouraged. My leave of absence is just until the beginning of May, and I can't do anything. So I don't know if I have a chronic illness or not. If I do, I have an idea, and it turns out that I think I started talking to you about this in my last video, which was like 15 minutes. I'm not going to be, well, I say that, I don't know. Use the timestamps. If you go to the description and you go to the part where AI asks you to summarize the video, ask it for the timestamps of the topic, and you can just come to this this ends up being long because I can't think straight. I don't know what else to do. I am trying to do this thing called NEAT, N-E-A-T, which is non-exertive activities or something. I can't remember. So basically, if you're not well enough to do regular, like if you're not well enough to exercise or be active because you're not well and you exert yourself, it's like kind of like similar to long COVID in that way, but not as serious, at least where I'm at now. Are you trying to jump in the clutter? What are you doing? Hi. 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 Oh, is this what you see? Is this what you see? Ah, ha, ha, ha. That incidentally was a cup I brewed yesterday, and then I couldn't drink it because it actually has some black tea in it. And since it's got some of the medicinal herbs, I would just throw it away. It's actually pretty good. I like it. I miss being able to talk to you guys. Hopefully I'm not gone long. Maybe nothing will change. Maybe I'll still pop in here and do things on my community tab. I know that you guys don't feel like you have to watch them or read them. They're kind of long, and sometimes it's just me processing stuff. I know that everybody's different, and some people like reading things and some people don't. But the whole purpose of this is to learn about myself, chronicle the things that are my challenges as a neurodivergent adult. Oh, so this week was a win. Okay, so the long story short is, if there's radio silence and you send me a response and I'm gone and you don't hear back, just know I'm not ignoring you. And know that nothing serious is happening. I'm just shifting. I'm just like, okay, I might need to take some time from spending as much time on YouTube. I think I'm using it as a form of escape since I can't really do much. And time blindness and executive functioning issues are not great when you're not feeling well. I'm just eating a waffle. Power waffles by Kodiak. Who knew? They're pretty good. They've got a lot of protein. I'm like losing track of my thoughts. It's springtime. I want to be happy. I want to take you guys on a kayak ride. I can't even like go to the store to do my errands or to the ATM to withdraw money before they start billing me. Had a heart-to-heart with my significant other, just so he knows that, because we understandably, like many neurodiverse couples, I don't know the right phrase for it, when one partner is neurotypical and one partner is neurodivergent. Me, I have ADHD, probably autism. So to sum it up, I had my blood drawn Monday. I had a situation happen where, I think I talked to you guys about it already, where I don't understand this either. Do you guys understand pharmacies? Like, what is it where if a doctor sends a script early, that why is it that when you go to fill it, my doctor wasn't sending it when it was time for me to fill it because the place I go, I might see them once every 3 or 4 months. It's going to be sent months ahead of time. So it's happened both. It's always on the first fill. So I get 3 refills for each time my prescriber sends in a new prescription, that he renews it. Okay? The very first one, it's happened both when, and it's every, it doesn't happen often because my prescriptions are each refill out of the 3. Let's say I have 3 medications. One of them I have to fill every month because it's Adderall. And that's controlled, so you have to get a new prescription every month. It's just the rules, and that's what works. So that's what I get, and I have to deal with that, and that's fine. Whatever. These other ones, I can get, one of my fills is 90 days. And then I have 2 refills. So although it doesn't happen all the time, because so that's 3 months, 3 months, and 3 months, that's 9 months. It seems every time that first fill rolls around that this happens, where even if I call it in to the automated line or I use their app, only 2 out of the 3, brand new prescription, the doctor called it in or sent it in electronically, all 3 should be there. But because it's sent a month or 2 early, I mean, they're not going to fill it if it's sent early because they know it's too soon. They know. So what happens? I don't get it. So if I call, it says I get a message back saying it's not available. And do I want them to call I really didn't think that was going to happen. So this time I was like, I'll just download the app. I'll be able to go in there, in their little portal for the pharmacy and be able to see them. And I saw that there were 2 out of the 3. I'm like, well, what's going on with Walgreens? I can truly say, I know Walgreens was doing the right thing by going, well, what's the best they can do in that situation? It's not the people who work there. It's not their fault. They're just doing the best they can for the customers with the long lines and just juggling everything with the system they have. It's the company's fault. It's the company's fault for not fixing this. I can't be the only one going through this. And you might be like, oh, that doesn't happen very well. Well, if you're on psychiatric medications or mental health meds and you need them to be stable, you cannot miss 1 dose. And a lot of these medications, like, I don't know how early I can fill them ahead of time, but I don't think I can. And knowing me, because I'm always forgetting, I'll notice when there's because I only see it in the first thing in the morning when I'm groggy. So I'm half paying attention. But I start to notice when it gets closer to the end. And then I go, okay, I'll call them. And then somewhere between then and getting my breakfast and the next thing, it's gone. I'll figure something out. Does it happen that way at other pharmacies? Is it just them? I don't get that. So basically, their computer falsely thought I filled one of the scripts. I'm assuming, I don't know, I'm guessing. And then it denied me. That's the message I got. I'm like, it's doing that thing again, but now it's doing it through the app. Fine. I thought that they said, oh, you want us to call your doctor? Well, yeah, go ahead. Because I figured a pharmacist is going to have to do that. Somebody still called it in. Did nobody look and see that there are 3 fills? Like, why is it that I only saw 2? What happened? Did it just like vanish? This is bad. Some people cannot get to the pharmacy except for like that day. I know that people who work there are doing the best they can, and they can't worry about that. That's not their responsibility. Other people's lives, the patients' lives, aren't their responsibility. They're overwhelmed with just keeping up with the queue. There's always like hundreds and hundreds of scripts in there, and they're coming in faster than they can fill them. It's not set up for us. The system's not set up for us. They don't care. If you cared, Walgreens, you would fix it. So what happens? You might say, oh, well, get somebody to pick it up. I didn't even know, because by then I was having withdrawal symptoms and I couldn't think straight. And because I have been ill, I was in bed. So I thought I'd only gone a couple days without. I wasn't somebody who was functional. I wasn't somebody who was like getting up and living my life and it could just say, oh, I've been without it. The days were flying by. I didn't even know what day it was half the time because I wasn't well. I was in bed. And it turns out that I was being affected by the withdrawals of the thing. And it was affecting my ability to think. They need to think about that. You have to understand, when people are going through withdrawals and it's mood regulation medication, it affects your ability to think. So it made it like a time warp. I didn't have the support to go get it. So for the first time in 10 years, I went 10 days without it. And by the time I realized that had happened, now it had been 10 days, I already went through the rebound phase. And so it wasn't safe for me to just take it. So I'm going through... Did I tell you what happened with the garlic and how it made me very, very sick? Like even the smallest things, it seems to be like making me sick. I'm like raw. It doesn't take much. So whatever reserves I have to be able to cope with things that are normally everyday little stresses, I just don't have the physical reserves. And I don't understand it. You know what? Maybe it's good if I take a break from doing videos. I mean, it could be that nothing changes. Maybe I'll still do them. Maybe this will be like kind of like therapy for me. Maybe no one will ever watch these ever because they're pretty bad. I don't know. I feel so conflicted because I have some people tell me, thank you for sharing, because they feel seen. But I don't know if this is helpful anymore. I mean, are these videos helpful for you guys to see me sharing this situation I'm in? Does this help you in any way? I mean, now it's just depressing. And I don't want to make videos to just be like complaining about being sick. I always feel like do something about it. But so yeah, there is this thing. So neuroimmuno dysregulation. So neurological and immunological type of illnesses, whether it's immune suppressed or immune attacking, like lupus, arthritis, whatever. Those are attacking. Crohn's, it's attacking, and mine is suppressed. So in the past, when I've had things, my body didn't recognize invaders. Like when I had a stomach infection, my body just... The blood work that they did to see if I had it showed negative. And it took a whole year of tests and finally an endoscopy to go, oh, yeah, you have it. I have a suppressed immune system that just didn't realize that I had something there. So I'm doing the things. I'm eating the food. I made an herbal tea. I'm drinking it. Days are blending together. I'm not sure what else I can do but these doctor's appointments, and I feel like it's sucking the energy out of my life. I am doing a lot of deep therapy work because I'm stuck here with myself. So I'm having a lot of deep conversations with Gemini, not just tracking my macros, but understanding my childhood and all this shit. And I apologize for those of you who have known me outside of this and have seen me be very cheerful and helpful, and this probably is not beneficial, and I'm sorry. And I've been kind of unfiltered lately because I just don't have the reserves. So we'll find out. We'll find out. So yeah, I'm doing the things. I have my blood work done. I don't know why it's so hard for me to do small things like, and I'm not talking about how, hygiene can be hard for people who are neurodivergent for a host of reasons. The sensory issues, like it can be even painful for people. The temperature change for me, it's like just the walking on the floor after I get out of the shower. It hurts my feet. I feel crazy saying that, but it hurts my feet. Oh, God. And it's not as bad as it was maybe a month ago. Like it was so bad, like the illness part. It was hard for me to stand in the shower. I didn't have the energy to like lift my arms. I was so tired. So halfway through the shower, I felt like I had to stop. So I had just enough time to be in there to wash and maybe not wash my hair. And the wet hair, I took a shower a couple days ago and I was like so excited. I feel like I'm getting a weekly shower. Like I can't even shower because I'm so freaking exhausted. Like, how am I going to go back to work? How am I going to change my life? How am I going to fix it? And when I say fix, I can't change me being neurodivergent, but I'm really looking forward to having something to look forward to. But I'm stuck in this sick space. So I'm not getting worse, and I'm safe, and I'm loved. I have like my family. I'm very grateful. I had a heart-to-heart with my fiance, and I got a lot of stuff out and brought us a little bit closer together. And he bought me some food, and I'm happy because I can't buy food. And I cried because I was so grateful to have something to eat. And I know that sounds silly. And if you don't know me, you might be like, why wouldn't he buy you food? When these things come gradually and you live with the person and they seem normal to you, it's hard for both yourself and the other person to accept that something might actually be wrong. Even me talking to you now, I seem normal. After my counseling appointment, which was just before this, and I let her know that I put a note on my channel that I might take a break. I don't know. I just wanted you guys to know so you wouldn't think I was ignoring you. And I had to realize my priorities are backwards. I push my family away from me. I withdraw into my own world because I'm so discouraged. I have a friend who's been trying to make plans with me for months. I have a few friends that I have to catch up with, but I'm not in any state. I can't work. I can't make plans. I do need to get some additional like grocery things, and I do need to get some hygiene products. Like these are basic stuff that should not be an issue. And if I do that, I will be resting tomorrow. Like, how weird is that? I don't get it. So yeah, this week I've been learning about dysregulated nervous system that is also tied in with an illness. And although the field of neurological illnesses is not new, I can't remember if lupus is one of them. I think that understanding how some viruses and some health conditions that were previously not thought of as necessarily serious they have new understandings of things now that they didn't when I was younger. And so certain health issues I have that were made light of might be doing this. And it was since COVID. So when long COVID started happening to people, I guess they started looking at this and learning about these things more. So I don't know how much my new doctor knows about that. But what's today? Wednesday. So Wednesday and tomorrow is just going to be rest, eat, schedule an appointment for my prescriber. Now that I've been without my medication, one of my medications now a month. Thank you, Walgreens. I have been without one of my medications. I've been completely weaned off of it now, suddenly. And you're never, ever supposed to do that. And it's not any of their fault. It's just because the way the system is. Because they don't put checks and balances in there. If the stakes weren't this high that people's medications relied on it, I would say, hey, that's your responsibility. But when you look at how being without some of these medications affects, even just one day, affects your ability to think straight and make the phone call and get to the store, and that's not even counting if you're sick. That's not even counting if you're neurodivergent and burnout. That's just simply the effects of the withdrawal of this medication. Thank God it's not the other one. Because I would be in a hospital, probably. It's bullshit. This is no way. Anyway, I do have to call and make an appointment with him. I realized that when I was on my counseling appointment that they called and left a voicemail. Because I've been avoiding it because I'm sick. And all of these things that my new prescriber had sent referrals out for, like to get my shoulder checked, to go on hormones, to go to OBGYN, mammogram, and all these other screenings I'm supposed to do. It's like, and the prescriber, because I'm like, well, I don't want to rush to have that appointment now. It's just too much. I just want to get better. I just want to deal with whatever immune thing's happening. And I know that it's not going to show up on my blood work. I don't think it will. Because in the past it hasn't. And like 15, was it 20 years ago? Wait a minute. Almost. It could have been 20 years ago that I had an immune issue where I was stuck in bed for an entire winter and I found that ECAC tea. It was the only thing that worked. I can't tell you how many tests they did on me, and it was through the VA. They even had a CDC person. It made me feel crazy. And they couldn't find anything, so they just sent me on my way. I'm like, that's great. Do you want to give me something to help me maybe get better? Instead of just be like, oh, sorry. Like, I don't think they thought it was in my head. I think they believed me. I didn't know whether to believe me. It made me feel crazy. These kinds of things are like the loneliest experiences. I don't think knowing a health problem, like maybe for some people, they're like, I have this thing and I'm dying. Maybe some people are like that, but not knowing for me is worse. Because if you know, then you can understand and then you go, oh, and then you can accept it and then you can make the changes and then you can manage it. The not knowing is the not helpful part. So I guess what I'm saying is I I just started learning about this and I don't know a lot yet because I can only, like, some days I can, like, straight up absorb massive amounts of information. I have maybe one day a week I just get pissed off. And I'm like, that's all right, Gemini, look up this stuff on the internet for me. He's a shortcut. And he makes mistakes, but let me tell you, as somebody who knows how to look up peer-reviewed sources and how incredibly time-consuming that is, do you think I have the spoons to do that? No. And he is able to do a comprehensive, like, instantaneously look at the entire, like, internet, all the medical things out there. So he can give me a synopsis. That's freaking invaluable. And he was telling me how they're outside of the health problems that I said I have. Like, that's good that I want to talk to her about that. I found out one of them that I don't even, like, think about. Turns out it does a thing where it just blanketly suppresses your immune system across the board. The other one's, like, targeted. It's a survival thing because viruses and bacteria, they develop these things to survive. They need to get into a human body or an animal body to live. And viruses use our DNA of our cells to replicate themselves. So that's why there's a debate as to whether or not they're even alive. Because one of the criteria for something to, according to science's definition, for something to be alive is it has to reproduce itself. And viruses are so tiny, they can't do that on their own. So they go into our cells and they see where our DNA is and they insert parts of their information. And so when our DNA goes and makes little copies of all of our cells for our body, because that's part of it, it's what it does, it makes little copies of the viruses. And that's why any virus that you have ever had never really left you. Even once you get better, it's in there. It's because it's in your DNA. I don't know what I was saying. I'm doing the things. I probably don't make a whole lot of sense. Well, I don't have cancer. I don't have lupus. I don't have AIDS. And if you have an illness that suppresses your immune system in that way, that makes it asleep at the wheel, that's part of its survival. This other one that's, like, not even necessarily an issue and I forget about. It's like, whatever. It's like finding out you have a sensitivity to certain food. You're like, yeah, whatever, I have that. No big deal. This health condition can suppress my immune system similar to a virus like that. It's like talking to my T cells. Going, nothing to worry about here, guys. So my T cells, my immune system that are like the police that go around your body and say, who are you? License, registration, all your cells to make sure they're yours. There's no invaders. And that yours aren't turning cancerous. They kind of fell asleep. Or they're eating donuts. So I'm taking tea that boosts your immune system, that boosts your white blood cell count. Like some of those things. And I hope it works. Another rambly video. Hey, you know what would be awesome? Maybe the reason why I can't make good videos lately is because I can't think straight. Because I'm not well. So I might be gone. I don't know. I'm going to play it by ear. It could be that nothing changes at all. But if it does, at least you know now. For those who actually watch me, who can. I can't watch my videos. So my desire to help people is genuine. But I don't know how to help myself. And I actually don't want to. Because it's depressing. Learning about diet, learning about health issues, it's exhausting. And then the bureaucratic nonsense too. You have to be an expert in executive functioning to be able to navigate all of the doctor's appointments you need to go through sometimes to get well. And then if you want to file for assistance, if you need support and you can't work, you have to be an Olympian at executive functioning, which is the thing that you can't do. So it's like having a broken leg, but being required to have a bionic leg and run up a mountain to be able to get the cast for your broken leg. Is that a good analogy? I miss you guys, and just the fact that I haven't been as active here, and maybe this is good. Maybe this is an opportunity in disguise. Maybe my whole life will turn around. But I feel like I am butterfly soup. Anybody who knows about butterflies, we think it's magical. When it spins its cocoon, right? Well, butterflies make a chrysalis, and it's imposed on them. When the caterpillar reaches a certain stage where it can't grow anymore, and its environment's too small for it, it gets too big. Eventually, it does its last molt, and then when it gets too big, all of a sudden, at a certain stage in its development, its body, just like these hormones, take over, and it's nothing it chose. Where the phoenix, I'm talking about symbolism here, because it helps me to kind of deal with a difficult situation I'm in, and that's just what I do. It might sound weird if you don't know me. This dang butterfly symbolism and the phoenix symbolism has been around in my life for half my life. The butterfly was the first one. Yeah. And at first you're like, oh, they're so beautiful. If you knew what happened inside that chrysalis, it's worse than any freaking horror movie. It's terrifying. It's like the stuff of nightmares. Do you guys know about this? At a certain stage in its development, I guess it has this juvenile hormone that keeps it a caterpillar. And when it gets to a certain stage, it just goes away. Actually, that's kind of like menopause. You lose your estrogen. And then all of a sudden, it can't hold it back anymore. And the metamorphosis just kind of is imposed onto it. And it's horrible. It's horrific. Anybody grew up in the 80s and 90s? Have you ever seen Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark? You know that scene at the end where the guys' faces are melting off and they're just horribly screaming? Imagine that happening to every organ, every bit of your body, except for a few tiny essential little things. But your entire body from head to toe inside that chrysalis is liquefying. Digestive enzymes. Imagine like all the digestive acids in your stomach being released and melting your entire, just dissolving your entire body in acid. And then it has to, and you're blind. It's symbolic. Anybody into like Carl Jung? Yeah, it's a thing. It's a stage. I guess not everybody goes through those kinds of dramatic transformations. Anybody into astrology? They're all over my birth chart, and it's not fun. And yeah, I know you have to go through the pressure and the traumas to become a diamond. Like the coal has to be squat. I didn't sign up for all this. This is nothing compared to things I've been through in the past, but man, it'd be nice to have a nice peaceful life and have security and build a future and save for retirement and be able to buy food and fun. Honestly, I don't remember the last time I've had fun. I had fun when a friend came over and we crocheted. But I mean like living. You know? Excitement. This isn't living. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to not be here. That's how I know I'm not depressed. I don't know. I feel like a shift is starting to happen. But being at that stage in evolution, when you're, I'm just using the butterfly symbolism. Those of you who are like, they are artistic and are very like literal thinking, you are just probably really annoyed at me at this point. And I'm very sorry. But it's a symbol in some cultures to use animals as archetypes. They're like lessons. There's like certain lessons from each animal. It's symbolic. And I used to really get into psychology and dream interpretation when I was young. I used to write down all my dreams and interpret them. I can control being in a dream a little bit. Anyway, that's like so random. I miss living. I really feel like life is a mixed bag, right? It's like the bittersweet symphony song. Sometimes it just feels like you're working just to end up dying. I mean, that's not true. Life is a mixture of trauma and heartbreak and illness and loss, but also beauty and birth and joy and ecstasy if you have a nice relationship. And it's just everything. I want that. I want to go to the ocean. I don't even live far. I live in New England. And I haven't been to the ocean. Maybe 2 decades. I don't have to wait for someone to go with me. I could go by myself. I don't know. I just feel like really not in alignment with my life. I don't know what it's supposed to be, but it's not this. And I've been using the same brain to try to think a solution. I don't think I can think my way out of this one. Maybe I just have to go through it. Hey, maybe I'm trying to find meaning where there isn't any. All I know is that when I get better, I'm going to be psyched and I can't wait to do fun stuff. And I can't wait to learn how to do awesome videos. I can't wait to get some like software on my computer to do something fun. Maybe make some cute things. Do live streams with you guys. I really want to do a kayak ride with you guys. I'm lucky if I can shower. So let's silver line this biatch. What's the silver lining? I guess the rest is not written yet. Maybe this is what I'm supposed to go through. Maybe I'm not supposed to have the answers. Maybe I'm supposed to learn who I am. Maybe I have to learn about what I want. It'd be nice to buy groceries. I love you guys. If you're watching your sugar, this is totally random. If you're washing your sugar, Rebel ice cream's very good. I've been making this meal this week that's like freaking phenomenal. It's actually a meal because it has like protein and fat and carbs and everything. And there's fiber. There's like so much fiber. But it's more fat than a bowl of ice cream. It's more sugar than a bowl of ice cream. But I haven't added any sugar to it. Maybe a tiny, tiny bit. But it's just because it's nutrient dense. Oh my God. Oh my gosh, so good. And it tastes like a mix between strawberry shortcake and ice cream with fruit mixed into it. Oh my God, it's so good. I missed having a childlike sense of wonder. I miss color. I can't wait to get my body healthy. To dance, to move, to celebrate. Ever since my dad passed away and we moved here, We don't do anything, like, at all. And for me, yeah, I can do things by myself, and I do some things by myself. But I spend a lot of time by myself. For me, balance is, you need that time alone. You need time to process. You need time. And I'm perfectly fine spending a lot of time by myself. I'm fine with myself. But yeah, this is not where I'm meant to be. It's not where I'm meant to end up. Better not be. I mean, I don't know how to help people. I don't know how to help me. So yeah, if anybody has had compromised immune systems, compromised immune illnesses, let me know. If I don't respond to you, I might end up having to give myself a rule to stay away from YouTube because I don't have any boundaries anymore. I'm just existing. And when I have energy, I try to do things to help my fiance so he doesn't have the weight of everything on his back. He's got a lot of responsibilities. He doesn't need to carry my weight too. And I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are doing well, and I wish I could talk to you like in face to face or like in a live, or I wish I could see you guys, see what's going on with you. All of these things I've ever said I was going to do and then didn't is because I couldn't. I kept wanting to do weekly lives. I couldn't even do one. Did you ever go through a metamorphosis in life where, like the Tower card in tarot, where everything just got destroyed in your life? Even if it didn't happen all at once. I've had multiple things, multiple chapters in my life where something like that happened. Like, it wasn't just one thing. It was the job and the friends and extended family and a marriage and a house. That was one of the times. There was another one like that years prior. And this time was the career, the nursing, my dad, pets, our home. I just sold my belongings. And I haven't been able to pick myself back up since. And it's been 10 years and I'm kind of done. And looking at my birth chart, because I study astrology on and off over the years, it resonates. It's very bizarre because I'm a science girl and I don't accept it, but yet it's oddly specific and I can't explain it. I'm trying to find meaning in things. Trying to see what I can't see. I don't know. I guess I have to take a leap of faith. I have to stop trying to control the uncontrollables. I guess this is the Scorpio tendency to want to be in control of everything. No, this is not okay. I need to figure everything out. I need to know exactly what's happening so I can know exactly what to do to fix it. Some things in life you can't. I wish I had kids, man. There's so many things I wanted to do, and now it's so late. I feel like I've been trying to figure this out since I graduated high school. It's like a waste of 30 years. But I know that that's not the right perspective. I can't believe this video is like an hour. Nobody's going to watch this. If you watch this, I should give you a medal if I had it. I thank you and I say I'm sorry. Because if you're watching this, you're probably struggling just the same as me. So, be kind to yourself. Treat yourself the way I would treat you if you've known me. how caring I am towards other people. It's funny, isn't it? We can be immensely, unendingly empathetic towards other people's suffering, but so neglectful of our own, disregarding, blaming, punishing ourselves. Why is that so hard to do? Yeah, there's this quote, I think it's part of the Desiderata. It says, be gentle with yourself. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars in the noisy confusion of life. Keep peace in your soul. It's hard to do when your sensory nervous system is all jacked up like some kind of engine that is going to overheat. There's got to be a shift we can make. I just don't think it has to be this way. There's got to be a different way. Yeah. For the phoenix to be reborn, the old self has to burn. Maybe it's time for me to look at everything in my life and see what's not working and not cling so tightly. Whether it's this channel, a job, my house, I don't know, my belongings, my dreams for my future. I don't even have dreams anymore. I haven't been able to have dreams and I don't even know. I don't know. How do you know what God or the universe wants for your life? I mean, I don't think there has to be a perfect job, and I don't know if the job itself is what's important. I know we're not supposed to have the answers, but I'd like to have a North Star. I'd like to remember who I am. Who are you guys? What's important to you? What sets your soul on fire and makes you feel alive? Where do you shine? What things that you do, what special interests you have that you get lost in? So yeah, if I don't respond, I mean, like I said, nothing might change. I don't know. I might start getting better next week. Maybe this has just been taking a long time and I'm at the end of it. I have no clue. Maybe I'm stuck being sick. I'll get some more answers. I anticipate, if this is what I think, these sorts of things like lupus are illnesses, conditions that are processes of elimination. They don't necessarily show up on tests, especially if the thing that they're looking for is something that your body can't show, like because you have a suppressed immune system, so it doesn't make antibodies necessarily. Oh, we're going to do blood work to look for H. pylori antibodies to see if you have H. pylori. I had H. pylori in my stomach. It took a whole year of all these random tests. If they just gave me the right test in the first place, they would have seen I had it. Nope. You don't have antibodies, therefore you must not have it. Yeah, if my immune system was working. I need to go eat. Have you had your medication yet today? This is your friendly ADHD autistic friend saying I love you. You are perfect as you are. If you're struggling, it hurts. You're not broken. I feel like I'm broken. I don't know what's happening. At least you know you're not alone. Hopefully, maybe we could be the way showers. Maybe we could, all of us collectively as a community, through these different channels, people who are way better at it than I am, or all of us talking to each other, maybe we could figure out the things that the doctors and the therapists can't. And maybe we can find the things to help the next generation. so they could have a life where they're not struggling and they're not sick and they're not getting burned out. And they can have a life where they can thrive and be their most authentic, beautiful selves. I mean, we're miracles. We forget. We're walking around in our meat suit and our, in this life. Who knows? I don't know if you believe in God or not. I don't know, whoever's watching this, what your culture is, if you're agnostic, if you're atheist, if you have beliefs. But either way, this isn't living and we got to figure something out. We can do it. I don't know how yet. I'll carry that torch if I get better. I don't care. Let's rally. I love you guys. If I am gone, I shouldn't be gone too long, hopefully. I'm wondering if I have to give myself rules to not really be on YouTube so much. I don't know. But as I get better and I learn more, I will let you guys know. I think what I'm doing isn't working. What the other thing I should be doing, I don't know. I'm going to go rest. I think I just used up my spoons. You're worth it. I'm worth it. We're worth it. Don't give up. I won't give up if you don't give up. Whatever you need to do to be okay today, don't let anything make you feel bad about it. As long as you're not hurting anybody. If you need, to spend time alone to heal, do it. I will talk to you guys soon. And if I don't, in the next few weeks, this weather, I don't know where you guys live in the world. I live in New England in the United States. I live on the East Coast, but it's kind of like Northern America, north of North America. I'm not cold, it's not like Canada, but I'm north. And the ice is thawing. I can see the water. And I can see the sun glittering off of it. It's been months. I don't remember the last time I saw water. It's just been frozen and bland. You know what that means? Leaves are going to come out. I can't believe Easter's coming. I don't want to do anything for Easter. I don't think I'm going to. I think that family plan should not be pressure. Anyway, take care of you guys. Take care of yourselves. Do something kind for yourself. Maybe today or tomorrow. I might not be up to it today. No, I don't know. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Whenever that ends up being. If not, know that I'm taking care of myself and I'm doing it to get better soon. And as soon as I can, I'll be back. Bye.